into no I feel now. You know, John Mahama. Over. Sure. I say, the one.
Ghana Mampany, His Excellency John Mahama Happily, the Shane to something, a to so air banana. A international conference center, national security for the and a day no idea. When him say, NDC are buying a bag of idea. Yes, GOLDBOD, woman say, woman, and not a year. Sika, you two hours as a woman on the vessel. Nico, and point to I had the track last year. No more regulators are there, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Here are some Task Force, I want services only hide in certain chassis and I'm so many now say this carbon na sanso e na utimi sende e to mobile money mo sanso sende to bank account so ya o man pani edu nti yen kwa na yen kwa sende we ya wa ko
National salute, please vote up. Your Excellency, inspection over. May I have your permission to march off the guard, Your Excellency. Good morning, Your Excellency. Guard of honor mounted by the Ghana Army. 3 officers, 96 rank and file, with a central band in attendance, ready for inspection. Major Miriam Watma Bonsi, reporting, Your Excellency.
Next is SP Akpa Ovia.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Of the Ghana Gold Board, I would like to welcome all of you to this very important occasion. We are gathered here today because of the vision of a leader who is determined to transform our nation by ensuring that as a country we assume the commanding highs over the exploitation of our natural resources to maximize national benefits. That leader is none other than the founder of our nation, His Excellency President John Mahama. As you may recall, in the run-up to the 2024 election, His Excellency promised a reset agenda. The gold trading sector of our country was not left out of this reset agenda of his. So as to bring lasting improvements in the livelihoods of our people is the establishment of the Ghana Gold Board. With the support in record time, we've been able to pass the Gold Board Act, which has made the Gold Board the institution responsible for overseeing and undertaking gold trading, assaying, and exports in Ghana. Today, the Gold Board is the only state institution with exclusive rights to buy all gold produced by the artisanal small-scale mining sector, as well as the right to buy a portion or all of the gold produced by large-scale companies in line with government's preemption rights. We are the sole assayer and exporter of all gold from Ghana. But all these powers given us by the Parliament of Ghana and the people of Ghana means very little without enforcement. And that is why the law provided for the establishment of a task force and the appointment of Gold Board inspectors to ensure that the mandate the Gold Board has been given is enforced to the letter for us to reap the full benefits of our natural resources. And so today we are here for the purpose of inaugurating that task force, which has a crucial role in ensuring that the Gold Board is able to fulfill its mandate. And we are privileged that the Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, President John Mahama, has made time out of his busy schedule to do us the honors. I think he deserves a round of applause. Your Excellency, with your support, we've provided the necessary orientation, the training, logistics, and resources for the task force you see here to be able to do their work effectively and fearlessly, no matter whose ox is God. And so we expect nothing but professionalism and patriotism from them. And even before His Excellency mounts the podium, let me say that I have his firm instructions to ensure that we hold you to a high standard of ethical behavior and accountability. And we will not allow any member of this task force abuse the enormous powers and rights we are giving you. We'll protect and support those of you who want to do your work effectively, but we will also deal ruthlessly with any member of the task force who brings the name of the government and the nation into disrepute. Before I conclude, let me state that we need the cooperation of the entire nation to succeed, particularly those involved in gold trading. We must all make a commitment to comply with the law. And by that I mean to trade gold legally by ensuring that you have a license from the Gold Board before you deal in gold. Thanks to His Excellency, we have introduced a very seamless system for license applications. And as I speak, we have already granted over 300 licenses to several applicants with very little human involvement. The process is online, it's digital. You can apply and pay all the necessary fees. And those who have gone through the process successfully and have gotten their licenses can attest to the fact that there is no form of corruption, bribery, or extortion involved in the entire process. We have not demanded or collected a dime from any license applicant. The process is very transparent and competitive, and we encourage all stakeholders involved in the gold trading sector to apply for licenses. Also, His Excellency has ensured that we remove the incentives for gold smuggling. As you may recall, in the 2025 budget statement, His Excellency ensured that the 1.5% withholding tax on dowry was scrapped. He has also directed, any day he speaks to me, one thing he stresses is the need for us to provide fair prices for small-scale miners and miners in general. And Your Excellency, I can report to you that our pricing system is one of the best in the world. Today, we publish daily good prices on our website, and the calculation of the price is very transparent. It is based on the international market price. At the moment, we give spot prices to miners and all traders. It doesn't happen in any country, not even in Dubai, which is buying gold today at a discount of $9 per ounce. Not even in India, which is buying gold today at a discount of $5 per ounce. I'm talking about Dory. We buy gold at spot price and we convert it into cedis at the interbank rate provided by the Bank of Ghana. Some have said that the price is low, but this is the highest any country can do. We cannot buy gold at black markets because of the forest losses that portends for our nation. And so we would want to appeal to all stakeholders, particularly traders and miners, to bear with us for the benefit of our nation. And we call on citizens to be watchdogs over this task force and support us by volunteering information that can help in the implementation of the enforcement duties of this task force we have assembled here. With these few words, I would like to welcome all of you to this very important event and say that to the workers here, to the members of the task force, count it a great privilege to be part of this team, the GOLDBOD team, because it is not only crucial to the development of our country, but also very, very critical to President Mahama's vision of economic transformation for Ghana. And the President has made this one of his topmost priorities, always talking to me, always directing us as to what to do. The Finance Minister can attest to that. And for the workers here, even though we are just 4 months old, I can see our board chairman and distinguished board members, even though we are just 4 months old, the President has told me that, Sammy, we are going to give you a huge land around the international airport, Kutuka International Airport, for the construction of your head office. That should tell you the importance he attaches to this work. So let's make him proud. Let's make Ghana proud. Let's justify the enormous powers we've been given and the confidence His Excellency has reposed in us for the sake of prosperity. May God bless you all.
Warriors here, this is gungulum 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 gung. This is Ghana News TV. The time is 6 o'clock. Let me follow Ghana.
So send this cafe amanoni ab Africa ha. You slam fight. Say ye fear wo pese won tono. You slam fight. E dan ya na say japade a wani da so a pese oto Africa ha no. You slam fight. So wo send this sika amodofo e de aboa no wo Africa ha. You slam fight. Sanso e na say uti obi school fees amano a. You see Lemfi. Ninti ame kamfo Lemfi ama one say, utimi send this car, efa Lemfi so a e money begu bank account me sanso e netimi begu mobile money account me. Enu achi nso no, de bia Lemfi e wo daily rate a e ma hu sika dodo a wo send a wo benya. Lemfi e secured. Na wo send this car enche na nipa wo send ama no ne nsa aka. Lemfi wo USA, Canada, UK, Italy, Germany, Ireland, Netherlands, Spain, Belgium, Portugal, and France. What the Lemfi send this car? Untiare, Bomadia, they use to be code NEWS News. Now say, and any day they can register or Lemfi Swa, Unya bonus, Sanso, and I use to change Swa, your bonus is a Hudwa, Yadema.
It is a significant event, both the passage of the GOLDBOD Act and today's inauguration of the GOLDBOD Task Force. Ghana has been blessed bountifully with much natural resources. But over the centuries, we didn't have the human resource, we didn't have the capital, we didn't have the technology, and so we had what they call the Gettysburg system of natural resource exploitation, where foreign companies that had those 3 ingredients took huge concessions and mined them over decades with very little coming to the state. Now, if we're to create prosperity for our people, then it means that we must take greater control of our natural resources. And it's not only Ghana that is taking greater natural control of its resources. There are examples where countries guard their natural resources. Botswana is an example. You can't export one single diamond out of Botswana without committing a crime. And so Botswana, together with its foreign partners, exports all the diamonds to the international market, and the money comes back to Botswana. This was not the case with our natural resource, gold. And indeed, other resources. We are discovering many other minerals in Ghana. And we believe that Ghanaians must be the first beneficiaries of the natural resource blessing that God has given us. So gold is just one example. We're going to make sure that in other minerals, Ghanaians play a leading role in terms of our mineral exploitation. And the time has come for Ghanaians to also own gold mines and produce gold for export. And so we'll work with Ghanaian companies that have the equipment, the technology, and the human resource to ensure that they also can establish first-class gold mines and own those gold mines so that Ghana can fully benefit from the resource that we have. Ministers of State, senior government officials, the National Security Coordinator, the CEO of the Gold Board, members, management and staff, chiefs of security services, heads and staff of various sector ministries, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen, good people of Ghana, we're gathered here this morning for a solemn but highly consequential task that speaks directly to the heart of Ghana's economic revitalization and institutional reform, which we have labeled the Reset Agenda. The inauguration of the Ghana GOLDBOD Task Force marks a critical step in fully operationalizing the Ghana Gold Board, which was established under Act 2025, Act 1140, which I gave assent to earlier this year. Today we move from policy to implementation. The task force is not just a security initiative, it is a strategic arm of national economic transformation, purposefully designed to restore integrity, accountability, and value to Ghana's gold sector. The Ghana Gold Board was first proposed in our 2020 NDC manifesto. Though we did not win that election, we remained firmly committed to its vision. In our 2024 manifesto, we elevated the Gold Board to a flagship policy to stabilize the Ghana cedi, formalize the gold trade, and build foreign exchange buffers. Upon assuming office, one of my earliest appointments was that of Mr. Sammy Gyamfi as the acting managing director of the Precious Minerals Marketing Company, PMMC, which at the time had a mandate to lead the transformation of that institution into what has now become the Gold Board. Under the leadership of the Minister for Finance, a technical committee was formed to develop the legal and regulatory framework for Gold Board. This committee engaged in nationwide consultation with miners, with traders, with traditional authorities, and civil society, and laid the foundation for the passage of Act 1140, which is today hailed as a world-class piece of legislation. Ghana is Africa's leading gold producer and is number 6 largest producer globally in the world. Yet for far too long, we failed to derive commensurate benefits from this God-given resource. Through Gold Board, we are asserting national sovereignty over our mineral wealth and introducing a paradigm shift from raw extraction to value retention. The Gold Board is designed to oversee, regulate, and participate directly in the gold value chain, from small-scale mining to assaying, to trading, and to export. It now holds exclusive rights to purchase and export all gold produced in Ghana, except that which is produced by the large-scale mining firms. And even there, GOLDBOD still holds preemptive rights of purchase. Like cocoa, gold will now be consolidated, traded, and exported through a centralized, transparent system, and the results are already speaking for themselves. Since its interim formation in January 2025, the Ghana GOLDBOD has implemented aggressive reforms, especially in the artisanal and small-scale mining sector. By May alone, the GOLDBOD had exported 11 tons of gold, valued at USD 1.1 billion. Actually, it's in May alone, the GOLDBOD exported 11 tons of gold, valued at 1.1 billion US dollars. Cumulatively from January, exports from the small-scale sector reached 51.5 tons, which is valued at approximately 5 billion US dollars. Can you imagine? This is gold, money that would not have come back to Ghana because traders would have taken it freely out of our country and kept the foreign exchange reserves outside. So approximately from January, we have exported 51.5 tons, which is valued at approximately 5 billion US dollars. So 5 billion US dollars has come into the Bank of Ghana. This represents a 95% increase from the same period in 2024 and surpasses large-scale mining exports for the first time in our history. These inflows have strengthened our foreign reserves, have improved our balance of payments, and have, most importantly, helped stabilize the value of our local currency, the cedi. It is GOLDBOD that has made the cedi an abrantier now. More importantly, this development reaffirms our belief that artisanal miners, when supported and formalized, can be powerful allies of our economic development. And yet challenges remain. There's still rampant gold smuggling and illicit trade in gold. This continues to rob Ghana of billions in revenue. And as you were told, a recent report revealed that 229 metric tons discrepancy existed between Ghana's official export records and the import records of our trading partners, which amounts to over 11.4 billion in losses over the last 5 years. This will not continue. The Ghana GOLDBOD was established to dismantle the black market economy surrounding the gold sector. And today's inauguration of the GOLDBOD Task Force signals our readiness to act decisively. The task force comprises personnel from national security, the military, and other security agencies. They've undergone rigorous vetting, training, polygraph testing, and orientation on Act 1140. They've also completed intensive team building exercises and anti-corruption training. Every member of the task force will operate under strict oversight. All officers will wear body cameras in every operation they undertake. Vehicles used by the task force will be GPS tracked and monitored in real time during operations. A written warrant from the CEO is required before any field operation is undertaken. Now this is the sweetest one. Whistleblower channels are in place, and informants are eligible to receive 10% of the seized gold or cash value. So whistleblowers, get ready. If you blow the whistle on anybody and gold is retrieved or cash is retrieved, you get 10% of the value of both the gold and the cash. And so to the task force, let me be clear. Abuse of your authority will not be tolerated, and any officer found engaging in misconduct will face immediate sanctions. And these could include dismissal, prosecution, and forfeiture of your entitlements. And so let this serve as a warning to all those involved in gold smuggling and the illegal trade. The law is going to be enforced without fear or favor. The GOLDBOD Act prohibits unlicensed trading and bans foreigners from purchasing gold on the local market. Any breach of this act could lead to a hefty fine of up to 2.4 million Ghana cedis or imprisonment of 5 to 10 years, or both. You can be imprisoned for between 5 to 10 years and still pay the fine. So this is a warning to those involved in the illicit gold trade. However, foreign entities may apply to GOLDBOD for licenses to offtake gold or invest in refining and value addition. And so our message is simple today. Operate within the law or you face the full consequences of the law. Now this is the interesting part. People think that the GOLDBOD was just established to buy and export gold. It has other obligations in the gold sector. So beyond foreign exchange and revenue generation, the GOLDBOD is committed to traceability, environmental sustainability, and responsible sourcing of gold. I've directed the board to immediately implement a nationwide traceability system, ensuring that every gram of gold can be traced back to its verified license and environmentally compliant mine of origin. The GOLDBOD will also invest in land reclamation, that is after mining, to reclaim the land, and ecological restoration through programs such as the Blue Water Initiative and the Tree for Life Initiative, which are both initiatives of the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources. The GOLDBOD will also actively support geological survey to provide small-scale miners with credible geological data, reducing environmental degradation and improving yields. So what this means is the GOLDBOD will help the small-scale miners to do the geological survey so that they know exactly where the resource is, so that they don't go digging all over the concession area and destroying the environment. We're no longer content with exporting raw dory bars. These are the unrefined gold bars. To ensure compliance with international export standards, plans are underway to establish an ISO certified assay laboratory by the year 2026, that's by next year. In the medium term, Ghana will transition to bullion exports and refine more of our gold locally. Our intention in the future is to be able to refine all our gold before we export, because the difference between refined gold and dory bars is significant. It means we'll make more money for our exports. Additionally, I have tasked the GOLDBOD to establish what we call a gold village. This will be a manufacturing hub for gold jewelry and ornament production in Ghana, positioning our country as a continental leader in value addition. And so when we establish the gold village, our women no longer need to go to Dubai to go and buy jewelry. You buy the jewelry here, and you can rather export it to wherever you want to export it. To our international partners, including the London Bullion Markets Association, the World Gold Council, and the OECD, we invite you to join us on this transformative journey Ghana is open for business sustainably, transparently, and profitably. And so my final charge to the GOLDBOD Task Force. To the Task Force members, you've been entrusted with extraordinary responsibility. I urge you to serve with honor, uphold the values of integrity, professionalism, and discipline. This assignment is not business as usual. It is a matter of national duty and pride. Breaches of your oath will be met with swift and lawful consequences. The Ghanaian people are watching you, and so is the rest of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a new dawn for Ghana's gold sector. The Ghana Gold Board and its task force embody our renewed resolve to take control of our destiny, leverage our natural wealth, and build an economy that works for all Ghanaians. On this note, it is my honor and privilege to declare the Ghana Gold Board Task Force duly inaugurated. I thank you. I thank you, and may God bless our homeland, Ghana.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Next is SP Akpa Ovia.
Follow and watch Ghana News TV. So send this cafe amanoni aba Africa ha Usulemfi. Say ye fear wo pese wo ntono Usulemfi. Edan ya na say Japade a wani da so a wo pese oto wa Africa ha no Usulemfi. Say wo send this sika ama odofo e de aboa no wo Africa ha Usulemfi. Sanso e na say wo tie obi school fees ama no a Usulemfi. Nyenti American full Lemfi ama one say utimi send this sika e fa Lemfi so a e ma ne begu bank account mu sanso and it's me begu mobile money account me. And we chin no de bia Lemfi e wo daily rate a e ma hu sika dodo a wo send dia wo benya. Lemfi e secured na wo send this car enche na nipa wo send dia ma no ne nsaka. Lemfi wo USA, Canada, UK, Italy, Germany, Ireland, Netherlands, Spain, Belgium, Portugal and France. What the Lemfi send this car untu ahwe. Bomodi an dey use me code NEWS news. Na say any day they can register or Lemfi so a unya bonus sanso and use chance so a ye wo bonuses ahodo a ye de ma
Menu makwekwesa asempa kania semenam na meti asempa na mamo amane a na ma no keka me anyam bia wati ANS Trading Agency Limited nka se wo ka se door to door for no de na watwa esanse obie ne wa wo se wo ho sa door to door business nim wo nioma wo UK a wo de ko Ghana ana se Germany a wo de ko Ghana 3 to 5 weeks e be kwa kodu nipa ne punu anu se try na de mo mo demonstration wo se adwuma de we mu ne se wo ho bo no e da form se boko ANS Trading Agency Limited e wo air freight special service and on nioma ne ye de be fa play intintempa na akwa kodu obetima fa sa pa we ya so de nioma free Ghana akwa UK ana Germany FGG dem which na ho so agina ye na men drop bomb ANS Trading Agency Limited pe and a 40 footer any 20 footer container ye fa UK ediko Ghana ana Germany ediko Ghana omo manuoma ye mere import o export o dem there for you omo Ghana na money 0249 170 423 UK has over free ya 0790 802 7527. Germany nso 09173 771 2733. Ubenya A&S Trading Agency Limited. Our West Croydon A&S Trading Agency Limited. Quantum Brancham. Wana bebo ya baso. Maybe next time in your fill up from the bebro.